to this Essential Oils 201 training that I've called I've Got My Oils, Now What? And welcome to our team. I know many of you listening to this are likely brand new and may even have your starter kit at home and haven't even opened your bottles yet. And that's perfectly okay and actually perfectly normal. I know that when you came to your class, maybe some of you haven't even gone to an essential oils class, you tend to feel a little bit overwhelmed, right? With all the info and you know, this natural lifestyle likely excites you, but it's sometimes it feels a little bit overwhelming how to start, right? So I've created this training just for you. You've got your oils, and now how do we integrate them into our life? And what are some of the other amazing natural health products that doTERRA has that you can now use your membership to purchase, which is really exciting. Before we get started, who am I? So I'm Ange Peters. I'm the founder of WholeFit. I'm a holistic health coach and business coach, and I'm also a Blue Diamond leader and Canadian founder with doTERRA. And I'm a mom of two. So many of you have likely been onto my different social media channels at some point. You see that I love living this lifestyle of natural health. I use the oils in our home. I'm obviously not a doctor, but as a holistic health coach, I teach people how to enable their body to heal itself. Okay, so I love sharing with other people how I use natural tools in our home, not only as a form of prevention, but as a first approach to support our body in healing when something does bubble up. Please consult your doctor if today you're listening to this webinar and you're excited to make changes, but if they are radical changes in your own life, it's really wise to involve your doctor in that decision. All right, so here's what we're going to go through together. I'm going to share with you some of the amazing natural solutions products that I use and many people on our team use to just create a really optimally healthy life. We're also going to review how you can create a 90-day wellness plan for yourself, and then all of the team education and resources that are available to you now as a wellness advocate on the WholeFit team. So this is a 201 class. If you have not been to an essential oils class, I do have a webinar I've recorded just for you, which typically will take you through what you'd cover at a class. I cover the top 10 essential oils, why we love doTERRA, so how the sourcing actually greatly affects the quality of oils, and how to use your oils safely. So if you haven't been to a class or you haven't seen this webinar, I do give you the link right here. You can type http://bit.ly/hfoilswebYT. Okay, so there's the link for you there. I'd love for you to check that out when you have a moment. But for now, let's dive in. So you likely started somewhere here. These are the most popular ways people start with doTERRA through one of these starter kit options. Or you may have actually created your own starter kit by purchasing just the $35 membership, and now you have that whole year of purchasing whatever you want. So while essential oils are doTERRA's core product and what they do best in the world, there are so many other products that you're going to likely be interested in throughout this year as you use your membership. So that's what we're going to dive into today. You know, just the other day I posted this image on Instagram because the thing is when people are transitioning to this lifestyle, consistency is super important. It's the heart of how we live a higher vibe life. It's the heart of prevention. You know, it's not enough to just have these products in our home. We need to actually look at how we can integrate them in an easy way into our routine. And that's how we create change. We need to look at what our daily life is like and how we can build in triggers, if you will, to get you into the routine of using your oils. So you see here, you know, this is a picture of my kitchen, right? I come downstairs in the morning, I get a glass of water. It's one of the first things I do during the day. And right away, I see my beautiful oils on display for me. I see my diffuser there. I open my cupboard to get my glass of water, and I see my rocking supplements available to me. So, you know, when I see these in front of me, that is an instant trigger for me to begin my day in this way. So, you know, that's one of the things you want to think of as I'm sharing this info with you is what is your daily life like and where can you start? Because we just have to start. We just have to start somewhere, right? Pick an area of your life, small, you know, somewhere that you can create that daily change in an easy way to start. And before you know it, it will cascade into other areas of your life. So this is kind of interesting to understand. You see at the bottom here, 74% of people who start using doTERRA oils and products in their life today will continue to purchase monthly. 74%. This is actually unheard of in the natural health industry. doTERRA has the highest percentage of product repurchasers in the whole industry. So when people start to use essential oils in their life, they start to feel really good. They maybe are starting to clean up their chemicals, they're making their own green cleaners, they're making their own skincare. You don't go back to buying all the toxic stuff you used to when you have this beautiful form of self-care and healthcare in your home, right? So this is what you are each embarking on right now, is this journey of slowly transitioning and slowly, not bringing in those items you used to bring into your home, but actually maybe making them, or just buying a cleaner version through your doTERRA membership. So really what you want to ask yourself is, what are you looking for the oils to do for you? Are you wanting them right now to support seasonal shifts in your home? Perhaps give you a healthier immune system. Maybe you want to have more restful sleep. Maybe you want increased energy. Maybe you want to support more of a cleanse in your body. Maybe you want a healthier home. Maybe you want natural self-care. Maybe if you have kids, you're looking for an easy way to help support their little bodies. Maybe you want to support emotional health. The thing is, the reason people love doTERRA so much, and the reason literally over 100,000 people join every single month, is because of this. There are multi effects, multi uses in your home of these products. It just depends on where you personally want to start. And on the right of the slide, you see we have what we like to call the wellness pyramid, if you will. So eating right is obviously the best thing you can do for your body. So right away today together, I want to start with supplementation and why that is so important today. The second area of your life is exercise. So moving your body in a way that you love every day is important. It helps to get the oxygen flowing. It supports your body in detoxification. It just helps you feel good, right? It gets those endorphins pumping. But the key is it has to be something you love, something that you're going to commit to every day. So some days that might be just taking a walk with a friend. Some days it might be going for a hike. Some days it might be a yoga class. But you just want to do something every day to move your body. Then we have managing stress and rest and reducing toxic load. And these are the two areas that you will find the most help when using essential oils. So what I want you to think about, I want you to pause this training right now, and I want you to grab a sheet of paper, and I would love for you to write out, what are the first three things that come to mind when it comes to your health? What are your top health priorities? And try your best to keep this focused on you. I know it's so easy to think of what our husbands need and our mothers need and our friends and our aunts and our uncles and our kids, right? But I really want you to focus on yourself right now. And I want you to think about what products you currently have. So I'm assuming that most of you listening to this already have some oils in your home. What do you have? And then create a section that says products you will need, because as I go today through this training, there's going to be a lot of products that really grab your attention, things that you know you're going to be needing. So create a little wish list for yourself, because the great thing is the membership that you have now through your starter kit, it goes for a whole year. You can go in and purchase whenever you want at your 25% off discount. So you may want to kind of budget out the products that you're buying throughout the year. Alternatively, I'm going to review with you at the end of this training how to use the Loyalty Rewards program so you're earning a lot of free product, and that's a monthly order that you can opt into, so that might be something that interests you. But for now, just do those three columns. What are your three health priorities? What are the products you currently have? And then what are the products you're going to be needing? And you can see to the right of the slide, I do have kind of a morning, an all day, and an evening. I'm going to break that out for you over the next 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to talk about how you can actually approach your day using oils. And I'm actually going to share with you what a day in my life looks like towards the end of this training. So let's start off with supplements. The way I love to talk about supplementation is this. Your body works on an energy currency, okay? So the foods that you eat every day, the people you spend your time with, the water you drink, the air you breathe, the amount of sleep you get, this all is part of the energy currency cycle in your body. So the more care you can put into what you are taking in, the greater output you have. So I like to think of supplementation as a way to free up our beauty energy. Because here's the deal, when we eat foods today, they're very different, right, than what they looked like even 20 years ago. Our foods are severely depleted in some of the key nutrients that our body needs. So it's very safe to say that every person today really does need to be supplementing, but not everybody knows what or how to supplement, okay? So there are so many different approaches out there. You can go to the drugstore today and be completely overwhelmed. And quite honestly, I prefer for you not to ever buy any kind of natural health product at a drugstore, because those places are meant to be set up for purchases of things that are really not going to benefit your body, more on the treatment end. We are all about how to live a higher vibe life, how to truly live in the optimal range of health. You are not going to find those products at the drugstore. The thing is, you have to eat 5 times the food today compared to the 1950s just to get the same amount of vitamins and minerals. So we know our food system today is severely lacking. Supplementation with the proper nutrients is going to give you way more energy in your body. It's going to help your skin glow. It's going to give you stronger hair and nails. So the first approach to supplementation I want to talk about is the Lifelong Vitality program that doTERRA offers. It's actually their #1 product, even though essential oils are their core product. This is the product more people purchase every single month than anything else, because it makes you feel simply amazing, okay? And this is why. It's a 3-part system. So it #1 includes the Microplex MVP, which is a food nutrient complex. It's whole food vitamins, bioavailable vitamins and minerals, which is very important. You know, some companies have a belief that if a little bit is good, then more must be better. But that is absolutely not the case when it comes to vitamins and minerals, because we know that mega dosing the body actually puts the body into a stressful state, and it doesn't become bioavailable, meaning it's not actually absorbed and used by the body. So some of you may have had this experience before, where you take even expensive multivitamins, for example, and you end up having really bright urine. You can see a lot of that money literally being flushed down the drain. So, you know, it's very important that what we're taking is actually available to the body. So this Microplex MVP is like your baseline. It's going to help fill in the gaps of what your diet is not doing. You're also going to have an increase in energy. So the Lifelong Vitality system actually helps to increase the number of mitochondria in the body, which are like your energy cycle. Okay, so the Lifelong Vitality program is going to accomplish 2 things for you. It's going to increase your energy in a big way, and it's actually going to decrease pain, because most pain is caused because of inflammation in the body. So the Lifelong Vitality helps to balance out the body so that it doesn't have this chronic inflammation happening, so that you therefore experience less pain in your body and more energy. It also contains turmeric root extract, boswellic acid. It has fish oils built into the E-omega. So there's a mix of land and marine oil sources in that blend. So this is like a full spectrum healthy baseline for people, so that what you're eating is actually utilized better by your body, and especially for those days when you're not maybe choosing the best foods. Supplementation is absolutely essential. Now, doTERRA has, in addition to this program, they also have something called the Daily Nutrient Pack, and that is just going to be your E-omega and your Microplex MVP. So they've removed the alpha CRS. It's a little bit cheaper than the Lifelong Vitality, and the people that would likely want to take the Daily Nutrient Pack versus the Lifelong Vitality would be those who are able to make more of a conscious effort around their food choices. So maybe you're eating 80% clean, you're getting a lot of greens and fiber and protein in your diet. The Daily Nutrient Pack will probably be the best choice for you. For the average person, the Lifelong Vitality program is going to be where it's at. So this is a monthly program. My husband and I both take this. It is phenomenal. It just gets your body humming. Like, you know, it really helps you feel more complete. I personally find it helps the essential oils to work even better in my body, because my body is humming. Now, here's another cool thing you might like. doTERRA actually has a 30-day money-back guarantee on this product. So if you don't feel more energy and less pain in your body, they'll refund your money, which is super cool. So that's my #1 product I love to talk about when it comes to supplementation. Really, we all need to be supplementing. There's 2 other products that you will likely be interested in. These are 2 of my other favorite supplements. The first is Terezin. You can see it over on the far left. Terezin supports healthy digestion and metabolic processes. So it's a blend, it's like a bouquet of enzymes, food-based enzymes that help to digest your food. Okay, so if you're eating something like pizza, let's say, something that is more processed, you're going to want to take a Terezin after you eat, because it's going to help that food break down. I also like to take Terezin first thing in the morning. I'll take it with a little bit of water because those active enzymes, they help to go in and kind of clear out what's sitting around, what's residual in my body, like little, like think of them like cleaning up dust bunnies in your system. So I will often take one in the morning. The second product I love, love, love is doTERRA's probiotic. It's called PB Assist. And it is such a great probiotic for a couple of reasons. The first is it combines prebiotic fiber. So prebiotics are like the food for your probiotic. So it's not enough to just take a probiotic because you want that probiotic to flourish. You also want it to get to where it needs to go in your body, which is in your guts, okay? A lot of probiotics today, especially those that come to us in yogurt, things like that, they're not making it past your stomach. Your stomach has a lot of acid in it. And so unfortunately, many probiotics on the market today, if they're not encapsulated properly, they don't make it to the intestines. So doTERRA is double encapsulated, meaning it's like a probiotic in a pill within a pill, okay? And it also has prebiotic fiber, so it makes it to where it needs to go. It has 5 billion CFUs per cap, and what I noticed personally is it really helped my digestion. It also helped to give me a stronger immune system. So what I like to do is I take my Lifelong Vitality or my daily nutrient pack on the far right that I explained to you. I take that at lunch and dinner. I take Terezin in the morning, and then I will also take one later in the day if I've had something that was more processed. It literally cuts through the bloat almost instantly. It's an amazing enzyme. And then the PB Assist, the probiotic, I take at night because I like to help fill my gut flora while I sleep. Okay, so what I personally noticed, and I hope this isn't TMI, I noticed I became a lot more regular when I started incorporating this approach in my supplementation, like very regular, okay, which is super important. We know we're not just what we eat, we are what we digest and what we eliminate. That's a healthy body. So those are my 3 favorite supplements. Now doTERRA also has something called the GX Assist, which the GX Assist is something you can take for 10 days. It's like a gut cleanser. And people like to take that along with the probiotic. So they'll take GX Assist for 10 days, clear out their gut, and then they'll take PB Assist for a month. Okay, so that's one other supplement you might want to look into. There's several others like the Mito 2 Max for energy. I have that available in our home for those days when I know I'm kind of dragging, but it's not a daily use program. These are the 3 supplements I personally really get behind on a daily use. Okay, so what I'm going to do with you is kind of segment oils and products and the different ways you'll use them. So let's first talk about oils in the kitchen. So in your kitchen, as you can see up on the slide here, essential oils are a beautiful approach in your cooking. I love to make different salad dressings. You see a salad dressing recipe on the right-hand page. You can make smoothies with your oils. So up there in the top right corner, you see the green smoothie recipe. Pause and write that down. It's such an awesome balanced smoothie. And what you'll notice is the oils really liven up your smoothies. They bring all the other flavor profiles more to life. So I love using citrus oils or even cinnamon. You see there on the screen, you can add cinnamon to your baking or to your oatmeal. I love to add cinnamon to my smoothies as well if I'm making something that's a little more sweet, like a pumpkin smoothie. But I love using oils. They'll help you cut back on the amount of sugar that you're using. And basically in a recipe, let's say you're making a lemon blueberry recipe, you can go actually onto WholeFit. If you type that recipe in, it'll bring up a blog post that I shared on that. And lemon, for example, helps you cut back on the amount of sugar you're using. So if you were using a recipe that asked for lemon zest, let's say, you could use 1 to 2 drops of lemon. And a little bit goes a long way, as you'll learn with oils. So the same applies in the kitchen. You're going to want to make sure that you just use like 1 or 2 drops to start. Things like peppermint, if you're making peppermint brownies around the holidays, you're going to need only a couple of drops in that recipe. Sometimes you have to kind of play around with it, and then you'll find a recipe that really rocks with it. But with dressings, with marinades, when you're making crock pot meals that usually call for different herbs, that's a fantastic way to integrate your oils in the kitchen. So a couple of other ways I use oils every day in my kitchen is not only in my diffuser, which I'll talk about in a moment, but I also love to soak a big bowl of fruits and veggies in about 5 drops of lemon oil. You can add about half a cup of vinegar to this as well with water and just kind of give it a bath. But what I love about using something like citrus oils, like lemon or grapefruit oil, it actually imparts a little bit of life to the fruits and veggies. So it not only cleans them and helps prevent mold from growing on them, but it also actually bumps up the flavor. So have fun with that. Look for fun ways to use your oils. I love marjoram and thyme. I use those almost all the time when I'm making any kind of protein dish. So have fun with that experiment. And there are whole classes available on just essential oils in the kitchen. So you can find those online. Okay, let's talk about healthy mornings. So a nice routine to get into, like I mentioned, would be making a smoothie in the morning. You might even want to include doTERRA's Terra Greens. So this is a fruit and vegetable supplement, and you can add 1 scoop of it. And I have to tell you, I've tried a lot of green powders in my day. This is great. It really digests nicely. It doesn't have a super chalky stevia taste to it or anything like that. You can actually mix it into water as well. But I love to add it to our smoothies. Terezin, I've already talked about, that you see on the screen. On Guard is an oil I love to recommend to people that you use every day for about a month when you are transitioning to a new season, or if the kids have started back to school. It's just going to give you that extra immune support. There's that green smoothie recipe up at the top there. When it comes to your morning routine, what you're going to see if you flip through your product catalog is doTERRA has so many great products that you can replace things that you're currently buying at the drugstore. Okay, so you can see in the bottom corner there, the hair care. This serum right here, oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. I love it. It just smells so beautiful. It's a nice herbal serum. I use it every single day. I wash my hair probably like 3, maybe 4 times a month. So I do love doTERRA's hair care for that. It's just nice and gentle, even on my my highlighted hair. So that's a great great product that can replace what you're buying right now at the drugstore. Virage, let me tell you, see this system down here? It's actually a 4-part system. I'm going to talk about it in a little more detail on the next slide, I think, but it is the #1 thing I talk about in doTERRA because it really helps you have that glowing skin. It's just a beautiful form of self-care, and so many of the women that I work with, that's an area that they're really feeling neglected in, is in their own self-care. So that's a beautiful system to start with. It's all natural. One of the leaders on our team actually took that system and plugged every ingredient into the EWG, the Skin Deep database, and it came out so low on that scale. If you don't know about that database, it's called the Skin Deep database, and it'll actually rank products that you're using on a toxicity scale between 0 and 10. And I think the Virage came out like a 1 or a 2, something very low. It's minimal ingredients. It uses beautiful essential oils, and it works. That's the the #1 thing. We want our natural products to work. Toothpaste you see on the screen. So beginning your morning, with a healthy oral hygiene approach. I actually love to do something called oil pulling. Not sure if you've heard of it. You basically take something like coconut oil, and I like to add a drop of On Guard or peppermint to that, and I rinse it around in my mouth for up to 20 minutes before I brush my teeth, and it just helps to pull any debris, any toxins out of my mouth. It helps to remove plaque, makes your teeth whiter, and then I brush my teeth with On Guard toothpaste like you see here, and my kids love this toothpaste as well. It has no fluoride in it, and it has xylitol, and then the oils that are in On Guard built into the toothpaste. So lots of great options there. You can see a natural deodorant. Here's a tip. This natural deodorant stick is not super aromatic. What I love to do is I'll add a drop of my favorite essential oil that morning to the stick, and then I apply it. So some of my favorites are grapefruit, frankincense, clary sage. These are all beautiful oils to just scent the area with. Or geranium. Actually, I love geranium. It's very feminine. Okay, green cleaning. So this is perhaps an area that you wanted to start using your oils for. A lot of people, this is the area of their home they're most aware of, that they want to clean up and detoxify. So there's a lot of great recipes on here that you can try. Alternatively, you've been given a lot of recipes in the Hippie ebook when you first signed up, but here's some great ones to try. And I'm going to go through with you a couple of the most popular products within this On Guard cleaning line, because there are a lot of really great solutions that you're likely buying at the store right now. The first is the On Guard laundry detergent, and I want to tell you a quick story. This recipe right here that you see on the right hand side, this is one of the most popular blog posts I ever did, and it comes from a very honest place in my life because this was kind of the last horizon for me. When I first started using essential oils, my youngest, Emerson, she had horrible eczema. It covered her whole body. And this was the last thing I looked at in our home. We didn't use any fragrance. We had no toxic air fresheners, nothing like that. And I was buying a natural laundry detergent at the time. And little did I know that it was actually the problem, one of the main problems. It had natural fragrance on the ingredients label. And when I removed that out and I started making my own using this recipe right here, her skin cleared up within a couple of weeks. This laundry detergent that doTERRA makes, I have had great success with it. I always keep one on hand. It's concentrated. It's safe for high efficiency machines. And it'll last you about 64 loads. So when I don't have this one that I make on hand, I always use this one, and it's proven to be super safe for my daughter's skin. The second product you'll likely want to have in your home is On Guard Foaming Hand Wash. And here you see it's available either as just this solution that you would pour into a foaming bottle, or you can get it as this trio where it comes with the 2-pack of hand wash containers, foaming hand wash. So the reason you need to care about this is almost every hand wash you'll buy at the store today has something called triclosan in it. That's what offers the antibacterial properties to the soap. It is actually one of the most damaging ingredients in our homes. And it's slowly starting to be pulled off the market as we are now realizing that this is something of great concern, are all the antibacterial products we're using. So even, I threw up a quote on here by Dr. Mercola, and he talks about why antibacterial soaps need to be avoided. They're very harmful to our health. So I love the foaming hand wash. It's just, I like it because with kids in the house, this is an easy way to introduce immune support throughout the day. We're always, well, hopefully always washing our hands before we eat or when we come in from outside or whatever. So this is just a nice way to integrate that into your home, and it works so well. So I love that product. The third product in the On Guard line that I love talking about is this cleaning concentrate. Because here's the deal. This cleaning concentrate will cost you, I think it's around $13 at wholesale price. It will make you 12 all-purpose cleaners. So if you've been buying, some kind of brand of a natural health cleaner at the store and you know how expensive those can be, this is actually super affordable. Here's what I love to do. I will put what the recipe calls for. So it's about a tablespoon of this per cup of water in my glass spray bottle. And then I'll add some essential oils to just beef up the aroma. So the cleansing action is here already. What I like to add, and this is my personal favorite blend of the moment, is I'll add a couple drops of lemon, spearmint, and clove into that container. And it actually makes cleaning fun. Because here's what you'll notice will happen. As you start to use essential oils, you will start to find joy in some of the more daunting things, that you have to do right now, such as cleaning. It'll actually become something you look forward to. In fact, I look for things to clean with this because it smells so good. So anyway, give that a try and see what you think. I think you will absolutely love this product. It will also, this cleaning concentrate will be the best thing ever for stains. I've removed blood stains, red wine, you name it. It's just super effective. All right, let's talk about our little ones and what products doTERRA has for them. So doTERRA actually just launched this kit of oils called the Touch Kit. And this is a kit of 9 ready-to-use diluted blends. These are actually 9 of the most popular oils that you'll use in your home, and they're pre-diluted for you in a roller bottle. So this is fantastic for those, those moments when you don't have the time to create a little dilution in your hand, or you just want to, real easy approach to your kids. So I personally have one of these kits on the top floor of our home, and I keep one in my purse. And it's brilliant. I love them. You can get them as single use as well. If you're listening to this at the time of recording, they're not quite yet available. I think they're going to be single use as of start of December 2015. And so that's something brilliant for using with your kids or with elderly on any kind of sensitive skin or thin skin. Some of the other things you see here, there are, if you go to doTERRA's blog, you can actually find a whole recipe section on making over your diaper bag. But real simple, fractionated coconut oil with some lavender. That'll be one of the #1 things you do to apply to your baby's skin topically to soothe it. Using Melaleuca is going to help clean the skin as well. So those are probably the two most common oils that mamas use with their kids, but you can make a lot of things to have in your diaper bag as a just healthy support. As your kids are getting a little bit older, when they're 2+ age, there are different products you might be interested in. So supplementation wise, I totally love and stand behind these two products. So the A to Z chewables are they're quite delicious. They're strawberry flavored and it gives them a really good spectrum of nutrients. And then the IQ Mega is an omega-3 fish oil that tastes like orange. It doesn't taste fishy at all. So what I like to do is I'll blend that into a little smoothie for them. So if you're taking notes, one of my favorite smoothies to make for my kids, either in the morning or after school, is with about a cup of almond milk. And I'll put a teaspoon of the IQ Mega in there. I'll put a couple of teaspoons of hemp seeds for protein. I'll add a little bit of probiotic powder. I like to use HMF. What's it called? HMF by Genestra, I think it's called, is the powder that I use for them. And then I'll throw in, a banana and a little bit of frozen fruit and blend it up. So that's a really great kind of cover their bases type of smoothie. The Intune roller bottle is one that you will likely want to be using if your kids are in school. So it's a focus blend. It helps them to focus. My girls, they love the smell of it. And I'll actually put a little swipe behind their ears before they go to school. I also love to give them some form of On Guard, whether it's if I grab the On Guard roller bottle and I swipe it on the bottoms of their feet, or I might give them a little beadlet before school. It's just that daily protection. I just wanted to come back to the toothpaste for a second. I forgot to mention this. One of my other favorite things to do around our tooth care is I will clean our toothbrushes once a week. So you can see here I have a little mason jar. I put our toothbrushes in there and then I added about 5 drops of On Guard. So I basically add like 1 drop of On Guard per toothbrush and I just let them sit in there for about 10 to 20 minutes, rinse them off. And it's something that I never really thought of doing before, but I had this idea the one day like, hey, we brush our teeth, our mouths are actually very dirty. When do we ever stop to clean our toothbrushes? So I do that once a week. So it might be something you're interested in doing as well. All right, so how many of you are interested in using oils to support exercise or weight management? There's a lot of great approaches. One of my personal simple favorites is just peppermint on the temples. You'll find it really helps to get you in the mindset of moving your body. It actually really energizes you. Peppermint is so clearing. So I will often I'll take my roller bottle of peppermint, or in the moment, if I don't have that, I'll just apply 1 drop direct to my temples, back of my neck. It helps to invigorate me. Some other loved essential oil products that help with exercise. So Breathe is really good for opening up the airways, supporting the respiratory system. You might want to keep a bottle of Breathe in your yoga bag. You can apply it to the bridge of your nose. Lemongrass as well is going to help with managing the lactic acid that is produced in your body during a workout. So it actually helps prevent that post-workout soreness that happens. But if that happens, Deep Blue is going to be your best friend. Deep Blue is so soothing. It comes not only as a 5 ml oil, but it comes as a 10 ml roller bottle. It also comes as a cream rub. And I find the cream rub to be even a little more intensive. So a little goes a long way, but if you have any kind of post-workout soreness, that's going to be your go-to. It's amazing. Mito 2 Max, this is that supplement I talked about at the beginning. And this is a natural, caffeine-free supplement approach. It's going to increase your energy and stamina. So even for those nights when I know I'm going to teach an oil class, let's say, and I need to have like my game on, I will often take one of those before I go to teach the class. So anytime you need to have heightened focus, mental awareness, that's going to be a great supplement for you to try. What else do I want to mention here? So there's a couple of products when it comes to managing your weight that you may be interested in. So the Slim and Sassy line, there's a metabolic oil called Slim and Sassy. In Canada, it's called Smart and Sassy. And this is an oil you can actually add to your water. I personally only add 1 drop of it. I find it quite intense, but I really do like the flavor of it. It has a blend of citrus oils, ginger, peppermint, and cinnamon bark. So it actually helps to control your appetite and to make better choices. It also helps to detoxify the body. And doTERRA also has a couple of protein powders. They have a vegan version and then they have the trim shake. So those are really great to even look at replacing a meal with. What I would recommend doing is the protein powder along with Terra greens and the fish oil. So that would be great. You could add a banana in with that and make it more of a a whole food meal in a smoothie. Down on the right here, I want to review with you a quick approach to cleansing the body that many people have had success with in doTERRA. So this 30-day cleanse is a nice approach because it doesn't involve any kind of crazy juicing or, major life changes. It's a nice introductory cleanse for people. And I kind of like to think of this as stage one, and then you might move into something that is more supported with foods and juicing. And I actually have available to you my cleanse program called Ready, Set, Glow. I do run a guided version of this several times a year, and we do incorporate a lot of whole foods and juicing and smoothies into that program. But this would be an excellent stage one for you if you're looking to support the body in deeper cleansing. So basically it integrates using Slim and Sassy for the whole 30 days, and you can take that as the oil or it comes as soft gels as well. They also have a supplement called Zendocrine, and Zendocrine also does come as an essential oil, but the Zendocrine is going to help support your filtering organs. So it's recommended that you either apply the oil topically and diluted to the different areas where your organs are. So in for example, your lower tummy area to support the liver and the pancreas and gallbladder. But this is going to be something you can take internally as well, and it's going to support deeper cleansing as your organs are working. So that is something that you would take for the full 30 days as well, and then proper supplementation through either the Lifelong Vitality Pack or the Daily Nutrient Pack that I reviewed with you at the start. That's taken for the full 30 days, and then the Terezin. So those 4 products you take for 30 days throughout this cleanse. The Terezin, again, just as a reminder, is a spectrum of enzymes that's going to help digest your food better and help it become more utilized in the body and support metabolism. 10 days of this program, it's recommended that you do the GX Assist, and you take that 3 times a day with your meals. So the GX Assist is going to be more of an intestinal tract cleanse. So it's like a gut cleanse, right? So that's going to be really important. And then you follow that by taking your probiotics. So your probiotics, the PB Assist, while you can take them at the same time as GX Assist, it's recommended you separate them, okay? So that the PB Assist can go in and infuse your gut with healthy probiotics after you take the GX Assist. Okay, so that is a really nice form of supplementation to support your body in deeper cleansing, because here's the deal, your body is cleansing every day. You don't need to go on these radical cleanses all the time, but sometimes because of our lifestyle, our body is overloaded. So these supplements are going to really support that. Okay, so let's talk about being healthy at work. Some of our favorite oils for having in the office. Number 1, past tense. If you haven't tried this yet, you're going to want to add it to your next order, because it's really great for any kind of tension that comes up. Maybe if you have strain from leaning over at your desk, or you have any kind of occasional headaches that happen, past tense is going to be your best friend. We love it. So I will often use peppermint throughout the day, but if I have something that's just not going away, past tense usually cuts it. Deep blue would be kind of stage 3. So if you have something that peppermint or past tense isn't quite cutting it on, deep blue is going to be your kind of last go-to. So people who have something more chronic, they tend to love the deep blue roll-on. Beadlets at your desk. I love having the peppermint or On Guard beadlets for a simple pop. They have about half a drop of oil in each little beadlet. Having a diffuser at your desk. So I personally, my diffuser is going usually most of the day in my office. And on one of the next slides, I'm going to share with you my favorite blend for the office, but that's pretty crucial. Most people like to do something like peppermint and wild orange. It's very invigorating, very energizing. It kind of gets the whole office talking as well. Hand cleansing gel. So you see a little recipe there. You can make your own hand cleaners. I like to make a simple spray with water, coconut oil, lemon, and On Guard oil. So I'll put that in I'll actually reuse my 15 ml essential oil bottle, and I'll put those ingredients in it and put a little spray head on it. But you can make a cleansing gel like they have there. We talked about making over your diaper bag already. When you're driving in the car, there's lots of great products you want to have there. And one of the things you're starting to see as I show these slides is if you don't have your oils with you, you're not going to use them, right? So it's really important to either get yourself some little sampling vials, and maybe initially what you do is you take the oils from your kit and you kind of divide them up into the sampling vials, so you have a set in your purse, or you have a set in your car, or your gym bag, or your diaper bag. Because if you have the oils on hand, you're going to be able to use them more readily. And what I found when I first started using doTERRA and had the oils, I would have, my main set in my bathroom or in the kitchen or whatever, and then I'd always be in another room and have to travel back to that room and get the oils. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but if I had to do that, I often just wouldn't use an oil, right? So I started making it easier on myself and purchased these little trays and sampling vials. So I took my top 5 or 10 oils and I divvied them out into little vials. So I always had them with me. Here in the car, you see this little satchel that says doTERRA on it. That's actually a keychain with little sampling vials. So you can get that in your back office. It comes in black or purple. And so you can take some of the oils from your kit and put 10 to 20 drops in these little sampling vials, so you always have them. Okay, so I mentioned self-care. I just want to go through kind of my approach with using the hair care and the skin care. So as I mentioned, I often will wash my hair like 1 to 2 times a week. I love to add peppermint and rosemary to my shampoo, and I'll just put like 1 drop of each in my hand with the shampoo and work it in. It's super invigorating. Rosemary is very healthy for the scalp. It actually helps to promote hair growth. So I like to add those 2. And then with the doTERRA conditioner, I love to add a drop of sandalwood or geranium to it. It's very nourishing to the hair. Sandalwood, even on its own, is a very thick oil. And while it's a little pricier, it's very healing for your hair. So it actually almost feels like the consistency of a hair serum. So that's really great to add to the ends of your hair. Daily, what I do to control oil is I make my own dry shampoo. So I'll take some arrowroot powder, I'll put in a little shaker jar, like a salt and pepper shaker, and I'll add essential oils to it. Or I'll just take a little bit of that powder in my hand and I'll add a drop of lavender, geranium, or whatever you like. Those 2 oils are really nice. They're very feminine, and I'll just work that into the scalp. I mentioned this herbal hair serum. Love, love, love it. I put that on the ends of my hair every day. And then you can even make your own little sea salt spray. You can make a sea salt spray very easily. There's a lot of recipes out there. If you go to doTERRA's blog, you'll find a lot of recipes on there. That's one of the ones you'll find. So I use that to give you those nice kind of California beachy waves. And then self-care for the face, I love this system. Like I mentioned, it's a skin cleanser. It's like a gel-based cleanser with a toner and a serum and a moisturizer. So what I like to do is I will use that every night. In the morning, what I like to do is something called oil cleansing. So I take something like coconut oil and I'll add a drop of lavender or frankincense or melaleuca, and I'll work that into dry skin, and then I'll take a warm wet washcloth and I'll just kind of wipe everything off using that. So you're not really splashing your face with water. It's very balancing, but some mornings I will use this in the morning as well. Kind of depends on my mood, but it's great. So many people love this system. It's definitely a top product. Okay, so let's talk about diffusing. This is going to be, for many of you, where you start. And if you didn't get a diffuser in your kit, then I would definitely be adding one to a future order soon, because this is going to be one of your most favorite ways, I would say, of experiencing the oils. And it also presents an opportunity to use oils in a lot of different combinations of them to change the vibe in your home. So, really ask yourself, what kind of experience are you looking to create? And you'll find that over time, you'll probably have a diffuser in every home. Don't worry, that doesn't make you weird. You're in good company. I have a lot of them in my home. doTERRA has, I think now, 4 that are available. So, there's lots to choose from there. doTERRA's diffusers are definitely a higher quality than what you'll find at different stores. And I've tried a lot of different diffusers. I used to buy many diffusers off, Amazon, for example, because they looked really pretty. I'd get them home and they would break down within like 2 months. So doTERRA's diffusers are definitely higher quality. And, you'll basically use them for different times of day. A lot of people like to use diffusers first thing in the morning, diffusing something like peppermint and citrus, like peppermint and orange is great. At nighttime, I like to recommend that you start your diffuser up 30 minutes before you're going to go to bed, so the aromatic compounds have filled your bedroom. So, you can't go wrong with something like lavender, or Serenity is doTERRA's calming blend. It's a beautiful blend that has lavender in it. Vetiver, cedarwood, those 2 oils are going to be something that's going to promote even deeper sleep. So if you or your children or your husband even has a real trouble falling to sleep, you might want to get yourself some vetiver. It's a very heavy oil. You'll actually smell it for a couple days after you apply it. So I like to apply it to the bottoms of my feet and then put socks on. Another combination that we love is lavender with breathe. It kind of smells like a spa. The breathe helps to open up the airways while the lavender helps promote deeper sleep. So that's really nice. And if you don't own a diffuser, that's okay. You can take your preferred oil, like let's say lavender here. You can see I'm wearing a faux fur eye pillow. So I'll often put 1 drop of that on there, or I'll put it on some cotton balls and I'll tuck those into the pillowcases. You can do different things until you have a diffuser. Here's my favorite combination in my office that I love to diffuse. It's equal drops, and I'll often use 2 drops of each: clary sage, wild orange, lavender, and sandalwood. I know you probably don't have all those oils yet, but you have got to give this a try when you get all those oils in. It is just super beautiful. It creates just that nice zen like feeling in my office. With your diffusers, most of them will work with water, and they'll diffuse into the air. And like I mentioned, it takes about 30 minutes, and then the aromatic compounds will fill the air, so you can turn your diffuser off at that point. You're going to want to get in the habit of cleaning your diffuser once a week with something like rubbing alcohol or vinegar. You'll kind of get a little bit of a musty smell coming from your diffuser if you don't do this, so that's really good to do. I also, before I leave this topic, I want to open up a document I created for you. You can see the link here. Okay, bit.ly/HF diffuse. I'm going to open it up for you here for a second, because here I have created a guide of lots of great blends to try. So like I mentioned, this will be one of the most popular ways you begin using your essential oils, and it's actually one of the most powerful on your body, because when you breathe in an oil, it affects your limbic system, and the limbic system in your brain is what controls basically how you feel in your body. So when you experience a pure essential oil, not a fake one, not a synthetic one that you'll buy at the store, but a pure plant oil like doTERRA, a very interesting chemical reaction happens in the brain. So you're actually really able to influence how you feel, how people in your home feel. Okay, this is why diffusers are so popular, because everybody benefits. So when you open that link, you'll want to bookmark this document, because I give you all these great, blends to try. I also give you a couple of videos to watch on why diffusing is so popular. And then I share the different diffusers that doTERRA makes and what the difference is, and just some really great information in there for you to look through. So again, you can see that link right here. While talking about mood support, so using a diffuser is a great way to influence your mood, I also wanted to mention that doTERRA just launched a new emotional aromatherapy kit, and it's really making waves in the aromatherapy world, because it really puts useful tools in your hand to be able to shift in the moment. So, for example, we have a lot of energy workers on our team, yoga instructors, people who are kind of like the healers in their community. People come to them and love to share their stories and kind of download on these people, right? These oils are essential for people to have an approach in their life to shift how they're feeling in the moment. And so while a lot of the women on our team are using these new blends in their practices, for the user, they're very user-friendly, right? And here's how you use this kit. So again, this is called the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit. It's 6 different blends. And as of December 2015, you're going to be able to purchase these individually. They're 5 ml size, and they're very effective. And how you use these is you basically identify on the wheel, and this wheel comes with the kit. You identify how you're feeling in the moment. Okay, so let's say you're feeling, I don't know, let's pick a mood. Let's say you're feeling anxious. You can see that anxious falls within the mint category. It kind of is on the border of mint and floral. So for anyone who's feeling anxious, it's recommended that you grab the Peace Blend oil. Okay, if you were if you were kind of in the middle of the wheel, maybe you were here, maybe you were feeling hurt, you could actually grab a floral oil like Peace, or one of the tree-based oils like Console. And what I like to suggest you do is, after you've identified how you feel and you grab that corresponding blend, you put a drop in your hand, or you can just smell right from the bottle, whatever you prefer. And you breathe that in while you tell yourself a positive affirmation. So something that's going to kind of pull you out of that moment and claim the way you want to feel. And what happens is really unique in the body because, well, think of it this way. Your sense of smell is the most powerful sense that you have. It's directly linked to memory. Many of you listening to me right now, you can recall like what your favorite scent is and the memory attached to that. So what you're doing in this exercise is you are rebuilding patterns in your body so that the next time you feel that way, its grip on you will not be as strong. You'd go back to smelling that oil, you're making positive connections to the affirmation you've told yourself, and you're literally changing the chemical reactions that happen in your brain. Super cool. And like, you know, this is a major drawing point of oils for people, is to really have tools to help support emotional health in a way they haven't been able to before. So check out that kit. It'll likely be something you look at having in your home sometime this year. If not right away, it depends on what your current need is in your home. So to just kind of summarize some of my favorite picks, and I mean, everyone's different, but I've been using essential oils for about 10 years. And when I first came across doTERRA, I mean, the quality took me away. I was so blown away by it. And as I started using my Wholesome membership to purchase things, these were the oils and products that I loved that actually didn't come in my original starter kit. So in terms of oils and blends, I love In Tune. That's that roller bottle you see right here, the Focus Blend. It really makes my inner hippie happy. It has a little bit of patchouli in it and lime. It's just a beautiful blend. I love it. Immortelle is another roller bottle. It's a beautifying blend. I like to roll it on under my eyes and any wrinkly areas. It's beautifying for the skin. It also, here's a little secret, it makes the most phenomenal deodorant. So I will often roll a little bit on the back of my hand and then I use that to apply under my arms. I got that tip from Emily Wright. Grapefruit oil is wonderful. Grapefruit I love not only for the cleansing profile of it, the way it smells, the way it tastes in my water or my smoothies, but it also is a key essential oil in helping to boost glutathione in the body, which is a really important antioxidant involved in detoxification. So I will add grapefruit to my drinking water or to my smoothies, as I mentioned. I love diffusing it. It's just such a nice aroma. Speaking of aroma, Aroma Touch blend is another one of my favorites. It's a massage blend. So a lot of the RMTs on our team, they love to have this oil at their tables when they're massaging their clients. And it's super therapeutic. It has marjoram in it, which helps to just ease and soothe tension in the muscles. Has a little bit of peppermint in there. So I will often apply this at the end of a long day. If I'm still doing some work in my office, I'll give myself a little neck rub with it. I'll dilute it and apply it to my temples, back of my neck. It's just amazing. And then Wild Orange is a no-brainer. It's definitely one of the most popular oils and it's one of the cheapest. And, you can use it in your cleaning. You can add it to a drop of peppermint in your hand and try breathing that in. It's super invigorating. And then Balance for winding down. So Balance has a little bit more of a masculine appeal to it. It's, it kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of mountain air. It's very grounding. So Dr. Hill actually recommends that you start off in the morning by applying some Balance to the bottoms of your feet. It helps you to ground. It helps you to start your day coming from a place of intention. Okay, so it's a beautiful blend you'll want to have. In terms of the products, I've already gone pretty heavy talking up the Barrage skincare system. On Guard toothpaste, foaming hand wash, cleaning concentrate, the daily nutrient pack, Terezin, the enzyme supplement, and then the natural deodorant that doTERRA just launched. These products are on my monthly order every single month because I love them. They have replaced what I was buying before and they work. And I can't say enough about them. So I mentioned how important it is to have oils at your fingertips, right? And here you can see a couple of approaches. Here's that keychain that doTERRA has available. I think it's about $8 in your back office. And it comes actually with the sampling vials, which is really nice. Another product I love is by one of the girls in our team. She has a company called Hornroom Harriet, and she makes these beautiful felt essential oil traveling cases. They're just super modern. I love them. She has a lot of funky stuff, a lot of jewelry and things like that. But, having these vials with you at all times is so great. You just want to put your top 5 or 10 oils in there. You can see I travel with them all the time. So if I'm going on a flight, I have a larger case that I purchased. Hornroom Harriet also makes larger cases that can hold around 20 vials in them. So when we're traveling, this is what I'll bring. I'll put about, 20 to 30 drops of oil in these little drams. So you can get these little sampling vials in 1/4 dram size or in 5/8 size. So I usually take the 5/8 size ones when I'm traveling because I can put more oil in them that way. So think about places like your kitchen and your bathroom and your car and your gym bag or your purse. This is where you're going to want to have those little vials because that's when the daily life emergencies pop up. The last thing I want to mention is aroma jewelry. So I actually have a collaboration that's just launched with Tiny Devotions. It's the second whole fit mala we've done, and this one actually has lava beads in it. So you can add your essential oils to it, and the aroma will linger around for, I find, about 3 days. Hornrim Harriet, like I mentioned, she makes aroma jewelry with felt and wood. And then there's also a brand I'd like to suggest or recommend called Essence. And they're also girls in our team that have beautiful bracelets and stacks and necklaces that use clay and different beads to hold your essential oils. So lots of great options for having essential oils at your fingertips, which is part of the reason people don't actually get on the lifestyles, because they end up keeping their oils tucked in a cupboard at home and then they're always thinking about them on the road. So get around that and have these already available to you in your bag. DIY tools. So something you'll likely venture into at some point is making your own products. So if that interests you, what I suggest is you work through, maybe you make one recipe a week. Start with the area in your home that has the highest need. So if that's cleaning and greening up your home or your self-care, focus on doing something each week. And again, I'll point out a couple of great places to look for recipes for those. But when it comes to buying bottles to do this, if you're in Canada, you'll likely want to get these through a company called My Essential Business. They're in Toronto and they ship all over Canada. Or Sapphire Blue. This is one of my favorite places. It's located in Tillsonburg, Ontario, and they ship all over, and they have a lot of bulk supplies, not only of glass bottles and tins and packages, but also the ingredients like bulk sizes of coconut oil and shea butter and beeswax, things like that. If you're in the US, your top 2 sites are going to be aromatools.com or myoilbusiness.com. And then items you'll likely want to have on hand as you begin this journey. Roller bottles to dilute. So if you're not buying the pre-diluted roller bottles doTERRA has, you can make your own. So you can buy the 10 ml roller bottles. What I like to suggest is for kids, you use 1 drop of essential oil per milliliter of roller bottle. So if you have a 10 ml roller bottle, you're only using about 10 drops of essential oil. You're topping that up with fractionated coconut oil. And then adults, in those recipes, you'll often see like 20 to 30 drops of essential oil. Other things like glass spray bottles, little usage guides, you can get those from either one of these sites. Those are great to hand out to people if you're ever giving them a little sample. So speaking of which, sampling vials, if you're doing the business, you'll likely want to have some sampling vials on hand to give people a little experience of the oils before they come out to a class or before they purchase their first kit. Some people want to understand what the difference in quality is. So that's a great way to show them that. The Essential Life book is an essential book. So as you are beginning this journey, I'm going to show you that up on the screen in a few minutes, but that book is available from either My Essential Business in Canada or in the US, either one of these. Actually, I think it's only at My Oil Business, but it is our preferred resource manual on our team, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. And then amber glass bottles. So, there's lots of different packaging options available to you as you get making your own. Okay, so let's bring it home, okay? So if you come back to that sheet of paper and you look at your top 3 health priorities, right? And you think about the oils that you already have or products, whatever it was that you first started off with, what I'd first like you to do is identify how you want to put those oils to work for you. So here on the right side of the screen, you see a quick product guide. And if you want to pause it and kind of zoom in on this sheet and kind of look at all the oils you have, what you really want to do is just start putting those oils to work for you. Like I mentioned, I'm going to mention a resource guide in a moment to help you figure out how to continue using oils and for what. But figure out what products you have that will already get to work on solutions you're looking to have in your life. Then, based on what I shared today, you'll want to start building out your wish list. So if there are certain areas of your life that you're looking to clean up, what products are you going to need? And if you didn't already, just pause the video and write those down. So I'm going to show you the best way to order those, okay? Before I do that, here's an example I wanted to create for you of my day with oils. Okay, so again, if you want to hit pause or print this out, maybe there's a few things in here that you would love to try in your own life. When I first started using essential oils years ago, I didn't realize all the ways they could impact my life. I just kind of, would make the odd cleaner here and there, or I would diffuse them. And as I started to just feel better, I started to integrate them in more ways. And now this is a pretty typical day in my life. This is, I do these things without even really thinking about it, because when you start using oils and you start to feel good, that becomes something habitual that you don't even have to think about, because it's like your body, you just know that you need to do it because it's what you do. That's what makes you feel good. So, take a look at this, see what speaks to you, but really having these oils available to you and having that daily consistent use is what is going to really have you feeling good in your body quite quickly. And this is why people love oils. It is more of that instant gratification in the moment. Unlike when we embark on eating healthier or a new fitness regime, we don't always feel good right away, right? But using oils will help to help to amplify the results of the other things you're doing in your life. So anyway, just thought I'd post that up for you. It was kind of interesting for me to write that out. But really, this is what most of my days look like. Obviously, as a mom, you got to have flexible schedules sometimes. So if I get 80% of this in, I feel very good. All right, so I want to talk to you about the Loyalty Rewards program, because here's the deal. With your membership, you can purchase whenever you want, right? You have your online store you can log into and place a standard order at the 25% off price whenever you want. However, if you are really looking to make this a lifestyle change and you're looking at redirecting the spending that you're already doing at drugstores or, big box stores, what I've shown you today is that there is likely a natural version of the product you're buying elsewhere that you can buy through your membership. I talked about the supplements that doTERRA has and how wildly popular they are. And this really will be a key component of you making this transition is getting you feeling more energy in your body and less pain. And then the oils really getting to work for you. So the supplementation will likely be something that interests you. And because of that, it's something you're purchasing regularly. So this is why the Loyalty Rewards program is so popular, because you, through your monthly order, will start earning points back on your purchases. And here's the thing, you control what you're ordering every month. You control how much of it, what the cost is. Some months you might only purchase a lip balm just to keep your points balance active. But here's the cool thing, even if you're just purchasing a lip balm because maybe you feel like you don't need anything else that month, you're gonna get 100% of your shipping costs back in points or in free oils. So if you buy a lip balm and your shipping was $12, you're getting $12 in free oils from that order. So when your orders are at least 50 PV, you're gonna start earning points back on your purchases. You start off by earning 10% back. And by the end of your first year with doTERRA, you're then earning 30% back for life. So imagine a year from now, you've been doing this program and your monthly orders are 100 PV, just to give it an easy number to work off of. You're going to be earning 30% at that point back in free oils, so $30 in free oils, plus all of your shipping dollars back in free oils. So you're earning $30 because that's 30% of your order, which is 100 PV, right? So are you still with me? So $30 in free oils from your purchase, plus if your shipping was $14, you're earning $14 in free oils from your shipping. So now you've just earned $43 or $44, whatever your shipping was, back in free oils every month. So this is why this program is so popular, is because for products that you're already purchasing, perhaps elsewhere, you purchase them through your membership, you get them every month. And again, you dictate what you get every month, and then you're earning a lot of free oils because of it. So, in our home, we purchase the supplements, like I mentioned. The Virage I purchase every 2 months or so. And then the foaming hand wash, the toothpaste, the cleaning concentrate, things like that, I'm often ordering monthly. So, it's very easy for me to hit the 100, and then I'm getting a ton of free oils every month. So it's a super cool program. And I'll show you in a second how you can set that up. Here, I've given you a sampling of what you might build out as your personal 90-day wellness plan. Okay, so maybe in month 1, you're looking to create little shifts in your home that have a big impact, right? So rather than reaching for some kind of a synthetic medication for daily tension in your body, you might use the past tense roller bottle. You might use balance to support more grounding and to make you feel more connected to your life. The daily nutrient supplements, again, an essential baseline. Fractionated coconut oil is a popular item on our orders, so something to dilute your oils. Month 2, you might look at greening up your home, so that's when you might look at adding the cleaning concentrate and the laundry detergent. Maybe you want to get a diffuser. And then in month 3, it might be time to replace all those things that you would be heading out to the drugstore to purchase, like deodorant and hair care, perhaps toothpaste or the skincare. So, you can kind of budget it out this way. doTERRA, through this program, they also have a free product they give you every month if your order is over 125. So I've given you an approximate spend of what these orders would do, but just be mindful of that. If you're looking to get the free product of the month, then just bump your order up to 125. Here's how you set it up, okay? So you've probably already been into your back office by now. You'll see, if you go to the shop tab, you'll see a section to the right-hand side that says create new LRP order. And I've given you the simple steps of what it'll prompt you to do. Basically, once you click that button, it's gonna ask you to select what date of the month you want your order to ship out on. And I like to pick the 5th because that gives me a couple days to go in and change my order depending on what promotions doTERRA has just launched that month. And they'll have the new promo every month showing here in this rotating banner, and that'll be up on the 1st day of the month. So you pick your order day, and then you have basically until midnight before your order day to go in and edit exactly what you want that month. So, I just, in the beginning, when I first was getting used to this, I would put a reminder in my calendar on the 1st or 2nd of the month to go in and edit my LRP order so that I get exactly what I want. Once you start ordering through this, on the 15th of the month, your points balance is going to update. So you're going to have a lot of points in your bank that you can use to buy oils with, and you'll find those on the dashboard tab. And basically 1 point equals $1 for an essential oil. You can also use points towards some of the other products, but most people will use them towards essential oils because that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. And just so you know, you can cancel this at any time. So you can call doTERRA at 1-800-411-8151, and you can cancel your monthly order anytime you want. Just make sure you cash in all your points first so you don't lose those. But it's the thing is, here's what I know. You're going to start ordering through this because you're going to want to get lots of free product, and you're going to start feeling really great in your body, and you'll just redirect money that you were spending elsewhere. And I know you're going to be feeling awesome in this program. So people rarely cancel their LRP, but if you ever feel like you need to, if something changes in your financial state, then that's totally available to you, and it's a no hassle kind of thing. All right, so we're going to wrap this up, I promise. So recipes to get you started. So when you first joined, you on our team, you likely would have received my ebook, my hippie recipe ebook, full of recipes to get you started. If you don't have that, just send me a quick email and I'll send that to you, or ask your upline for it. Also, doTERRA's blog, if you go to doTERRAblog.com, you'll find tons of great recipes on there. They also have a fantastic Pinterest page. So if you go onto Pinterest and look at doTERRA Essential Oils, their official page, you'll see tons of great recipes that you can get started with. And so, as I said, I would just do one recipe a week. It's a really great way to not feel overwhelmed because there's probably lots you want to try, but that'll get you excited and make it a little more manageable for you as you're transitioning. Okay, here was that book that I recommended. This is our favorite resource guide in our team. This is really mandatory that all business builders grab a copy of this because you'll be helping a lot of people with their oil questions. But this is just a beautiful coffee table book, and it's a lifestyle guide using oils. So it not only goes into a lot of different protocols of ways you can use the oils, and something that we commonly ask ourselves is, I wonder if I could use an oil first before I use something more synthetic. So this is a beautiful book, and again, you can get that at myessentialbusiness.com. or myoilbusiness.com. Both of those places have it. Alternatively, you might want to get the Modern Essentials Guide. This is going to be similar to this book. It has a little bit more information on essential oils and medications. So, how to properly incorporate if you're somebody who's using medications. I also love this as an app on my phone. So I think it's between $4 to $6 through the iTunes store for your iPhone. And this is nice if you have friends who are asking you what oils to use, or if you're out on the go and you're not sure what oil to use and you just pull up your app, you can type in a topic and it'll tell you what oils to use. So that's a really great resource to have. The last resource I want to recommend you check out is aromaticscience.com. My favorite part of this website is the education modules. So when you open that up, you'll see an education tab and you'll actually see product education modules you can go through at your own pace and educate yourself. So, this is a new approach of healthcare in your home. So you're going to want to really fill your mind with all the different ways you can use your oils. In addition to that, we also have incredible webinar trainings available to you on our team. So like I mentioned at the start, I have an Essential Oils 101 training I've recorded for you. I've also done a class on reducing toxic load. I have a back to school with essential oils training in there. But you have also this library of over 300 hours of webinar trainings available to you. The link for this website is naturalsolutionshealthsummit.com, and it's password protected with the password NSHS. And there you'll see a whole bunch of webinar trainings available to you. So again, maybe you watch one a week, or you look in here and you see what topic appeals to you right now in your life, and you educate yourself. This is a very empowering change that you're making in your life. In terms of business mentoring, I don't want to leave you all feeling like, this is it, because we do have an incredible journey for you on our team. So if you start using your oils and you love them so much that you want to start sharing these with others, but you just don't know how, we have a couple of trainings on our team available. So the first is the Begin program. This is designed to help you in your first 3 months of business. And the person who enrolled you will get you set up with this and have a couple of calls with you spread out over a couple of weeks to talk about your goals and get you set up on a business plan and really help you share your passion for essential oils and natural health and build a business doing that. So I also lead a monthly webinar for our team. We discuss marketing and incentives and different trainings going on in our team. So there's lots available to you if you're looking to explore the business side. But I would say a good 90% of people in doTERRA actually just use the oils all the time. They love them. They order them through the Loyalty Rewards program, and they're just passionate users of the product. So a very small percentage of people are actually doing the business. But if that does speak to you, just know that we do have a great foundation in place for you. So I'm going to wrap up there with this quote by Theodore Roosevelt, which says, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." And that's the most important part of making change happen in your life is just making it something that you can realistically do, and start with where you're at. Don't look at changing everything tomorrow. Focus on a certain area of your life that you can change today in a simple way and make your oils available to you. That's really the point I wanted to make through this 201 class is, having your oils available wherever you are, and then also transitioning to more natural products for the things that you're buying in the store today. So connect with me if you have any questions. My email is up on the screen there for you. I'm just so happy that you've made this decision because it is going to change your life, I promise. But you really have to look at how you can build it into your life in a daily, consistent way. So peace, love, and oils. We'll chat soon.